I'm back. Today I'm gonna be doing some vehicle upgrades. I know it's been a long time. I don't think I've really done any on the car except for some Brembo brakes and an intercooler. So let me show you what I have. Okay, so I got two different things for the car. They're both very different. This one is a rear wiper delete little kit off of eBay, and then the second one is a ZZP F35 short throw shifter kit. So I already took off the rear wiper. Very simple. There's a little plastic tab. You open that up, and then there's this nut holding on the wiper. You loosen that up, and it comes right off. Next, I'm going to be taking off the back plastic cover. There's the wiper motor now. I'm gonna take all of those bolts out, disconnect the wiring harness, and then we're gonna plug it up. Once you loosen these three nuts, the whole motor literally just pulls right out. And here it is. Pretty straightforward.
All right, really straightforward kit here. Both of these pieces have a rubber washer, and then there's these this stud that you thread into the exterior piece, and the nut will hold it on the back side of the interior piece.
I'll tell you what, I would have really liked to film that for you guys, but that was gosh darn near impossible to film and do, so. Next up is going to be changing out the shifter. Tools needed for the job are a 15mm wrench, also a 9/16, some wire cutters, a 5/32 Allen, a ratchet with an extension, a flathead, preferably two, a T25 and a T20. Right, next step is taking out all of the plastic, which I skipped for you guys. We're next going to put the shifter into fourth. And then you're gonna try to take apart this shifter mechanism right here with a screwdriver. Once you get it detached, I'm talking about this piece right here, you should be able to move the gear lever, and it's not gonna move the cable. I did this by just prying up on the side over here and wiggling it until it came loose. Next up, we're going to be removing the shifter assembly, so it's going to be these 4 T20 bolts on all four corners. All right, we have completed that step. We took off the cover here. Okay, that comes right up off. You're going to wiggle this loose of this little pivot point, and then this whole ball assembly needs to come out. Now that the old shifter is out of the car, you can kind of get a better idea of how this is supposed to go. This is what basically connects it to the cable linkage. And here's the new one. You can see a lot of the similarities here. A lot of this is plastic. And this also has a notch in the bottom for this attachment. This just goes straight down. So it's recommended by ZZP to use white lithium grease to lubricate all of the pivot points. I didn't have that. I had graphite dry lubricant. Check this out. It says handling equipment. That counts, right? So at this point we have the old piece of junk and our new lubricated ZZP shifter. We're gonna throw it in the car. So apparently this part can be a little tricky because we are literally getting this shifter into this hole, lining it up with this cable, and trying to line it up with everything up here at the same time and making sure this doesn't clip in by accident. So here we go. It's gonna be hard to film and do. Actually, no, I can't film and do this. As you can see, that is all connected down there. We got this pivot point locked in over here as well. This is all seated properly. The next step is going to be putting this cover over the top, putting those bolts back in, and screwing them down. Next, I'm going to be lining up this hole with the notch on the side of the actual body of the shifter. that hole, it lines up perfectly. I'm also going to be putting this spring on top with this little retainer. I'm also going to be putting in this bolt right here to hold the whole thing in. There's a little jam nut in here. There's this other oversized thread for the ball to fit onto the top of that. And then we're going to be putting everything back together and going for a test drive. Here's the finished product. Has a lot better engagement. Shifts are really firm and precise. Also a little bit shorter. The actual rod is shorter. Really hard to convey any of this into video, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. It's pretty nice. That is the video. Hope you guys thought it was okay. I know in some of the videos in the past, I kind of left out a lot of the intricacies of how to switch out something. So hopefully this was enough for y'all and you enjoyed the video. First real modification of the car in quite a while, so I'm pretty stoked on that. Glad to make another video finally. It's been who knows how long. Hopefully I can knock out another one sometime in the near future as well. That's my goal, no promises. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. One more thing, if you are taking out your old stock shifter, you're going to use all the tools that I talked about in the beginning. If you have something modified like I did slightly with a different shift knob, you're not going to need the what is this, T20? The T25, the wrenches, I use the screwdriver. This is my old shift knob, just some eBay special. And that's it. No wire cutters, no nothing.